field of robotics is emerging quite rapidly. My question was primarily to Eric, but Jared, if you have something to say, you can go ahead and say it. My question,
you directed it, Eric.
what do you see as Google's role in this coming robotics revolution, and what do you foresee, what do you predict about the future of the field in general?
There's been an explosion in computer science around robotics research, and it's relatively easy now to build do-it-yourself robots that do really interesting things. It makes logical sense that in the next 5 to 10 years, you'll have the equivalent of an entertainment robot that you'll send to concerts because you're busy at home with the kid, and the robot will represent you. You'll get a discounted price because the discount doesn't need as much seat space. And you'll sit there with his little eyes enjoying the concert, and you'll sit there at home with haptic technology on your fingertips, headphones, and a screen, with the baby screaming occasionally, going, wow, I'm really at the concert. Oh, now I need to go change the diapers. And I know it's a little bit facetious, but it really does solve a problem. I really want to go to the concert, and I really have other duties. And that's ultimately, I think, what robots will do, because they'll be helping us out in all sorts of ways. And one way to think about it is technology will evolve to what it's good at. Right? So humans are very good at judgment, having fun, this kind of behavior, and so forth and so on. Computers are very good at infinite memories. They're very good at remembering things. They're very, very good at finding needle in a haystack problems. And robots can be very helpful.
I was surprised in the book about your kind of Jetsons household forecasts and the role that holograms and the Star Trek Next Generation holodeck played in your imagination about the future. Can you talk a little bit about what role you expect holograms to play in our personal entertainment over the next 10 years?
Jared, this was your idea. Don't you actually think that you'd like to have a memory room where you can go and just kind of remember what it was really like?
Well, if you remember the context in which we thought about this, it was actually right after my wedding. And my grandparents, seriously, my grandparents were too old to attend my wedding, and I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice if they could relive the hora, which of course is the Jewish part of the ceremony where everybody dances in a circle and you're lifted in chairs. It's lots of fun. And wouldn't it be great if cameras in the future had a feature where you could literally put it down in on the floor, and you could literally recreate your entire experience as a holograph for your old grandparents that couldn't have experienced it in person. And then we got creative and we started talking about how we wanted to go to the Olympics, but we didn't feel like going to Brazil, and it's a pain to wait in line, and you don't want to sit in the stadium, so if you want to watch gymnastics, as Eric mentioned, for half the price, they'll send you a little box that you'll put on your living room floor, and the gymnasts will do the beam, and the uneven bar is just right there over your head, and when you're bored or not impressed, you can go eat dinner.
And all of this is made possible by infinite bandwidth. And so in the developed world, we're going to see these kinds of things. We sort of conclude, and in the book we talk about this, that everyone actually improves, right? But in fact, the gap between the developed world and the developing world actually gets greater, right? Because meanwhile, we're busy with our holograms, and everybody else is just getting basic connectivity, basic web connectivity, basic education, basic things. Now, it's good for everybody, but the gap remains.
But you say the driverless cars are here. Obviously, you've been
I've
driving
been in them.
Yes, and that's a certainty. But you're kind of cautious about artificial intelligence as a substitute for judgment or complex decision making.
We're not at that stage yet. There are debates in AI about how far it will go, and it's clear that over my lifetime, AI will make tremendous progress. There's a computer called Watson with IBM that can really beat the crap out of you if you're a Jeopardy player. And so having now won all of those, and they'll never need to compete again against humans, they've set out to learn everything there is to know about medicine to see if they can compete against doctors. Very good use of their time. And the way doctors work, in complicated doctor situations, they're essentially pattern matching problems. Right? What do I know, what worked, what I didn't? Well, those things to people like myself, they look like pattern matching problems that can be systematized with AI. If that happens, that would be a huge breakthrough for all of us.